Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today, let us study about the last part of the topic similar triangles, what we are studying from last 8 days. The last part is Pythagoras theorem, and the statement of Pythagoras theorem is, in a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the remaining two sides. This is the statement of Pythagoras theorem. Now let us draw figure. ABC is a right angle triangle and angle B is right angle, that is 90 degrees. ABC data, ABC is a right angle triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Now to prove that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC is hypotenuse. You know, in a right angle triangle, the side opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square, that is AC square, is equal to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. Now construction, draw BD perpendicular AC. Draw BD perpendicular onto AC. Now let us write the proof of the theorem. See, due to this line segment BD, triangle ABC is divided into two triangles, namely triangle ABD, this triangle, and triangle BCD, this triangle. So this BD is dividing triangle ABC into two triangles ABD and BCD. Now by considering triangle ABD along with triangle ABC, we have to prove that those two triangles are similar. In the same way, in the later part, by considering triangle BCD along with original triangle ABC, again we have to prove that those two triangles are also similar. Then we can shift on to prove AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, now let us see the proof. In triangle ABC and triangle ABD, triangle ABC original triangle and this triangle ABD, in these two triangles, angle B of triangle ABC is equal to angle B of triangle ABD, because they are equal, because they are of 90 degrees. Data from data and construction. If you want to write, you can write here data and construction into bracket. Okay, then in both the triangle, that is ABC and ABD, angle A is common. To write angle A is common. So therefore triangle ABC must be similar to triangle ABD. If the two triangles are similar, then you know, according to the definition of similarity of triangles, their corresponding sides are in proportion. So therefore, or that is AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AB. Now by taking cross multiplication, AD into AB will be AB square is equal to AC multiplied by AD. Call this as equation number 1. Now along with triangle ABC, we have to consider the second triangle, that is BCD, and let us prove the two triangles are similar. Now in triangle ABC and triangle BCD, angle B of triangle ABC is equal to angle BDC, that is angle D of triangle BCD. Both are equal because both are of 90 degrees. This is also from data and construction. Okay, and as in previous what you call figure, that is triangle ABD, angle A was common. Okay, but here in triangle ABC and triangle BDC, angle C is common. Right angle C is common. Therefore triangle ABC is similar to triangle BCD. If triangles are similar, their corresponding sides are in proportion. Therefore BC upon CD is equal to AC upon BC. Again by taking cross multiplication, BC square, BC into BC, BC square is equal to AC multiplied by CD. Call this equation as equation number 2. Okay, now this is AB square and this is BC square. We want AB square plus BC square, so we want this plus sign in between. Then if we add equation 1 and 2, we will be going to get plus sign in between AB square and BC square. So hence adding 1 and 2, we get AB square plus BC square is equal to RHS of equation 1 AC into AD plus RHS of equation 2 AC into CD. Now AC is common here, take it outside, into bracket AD plus CD will be remaining. If you look at the figure, AD and CD are the parts of AC. If you add AD to CD, you will be going to get AC. So replace AD plus CD by AC, and AC into AC is nothing but AC square. So AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, or bring RHS to LHS and take LHS to RHS, you will be getting AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square QED. So this is the proof of very important theorem to the point of view of your examination. It carries 5 marks and the theorem is called Pythagoras theorem. Dear students, let us see converse of Pythagoras theorem. The statement says that in a triangle, if the square on larger side is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two smaller sides, then the two smaller sides contain right angle, hence the triangle is a right angle triangle. So this is the statement of converse of Pythagoras theorem. Triangle ABC, in this triangle side BC is a bit larger in length, therefore BC square will be equaling to AD square plus AC square. If this happens, then the angle A, which is opposite to BC, will be a right angle, and hence triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. This is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle ABC, if BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square, then angle A is equal to 90 degrees, that is angle A is right angle, and hence triangle ABC is right angle triangle. Now Pythagorean triplets, a set of three numbers. A set of three numbers is said to be Pythagorean triplets if the square of the bigger number is equal to the sum of the squares of the two smaller numbers. For example, 3, 4, 5 is one set of Pythagorean triplets. 6, 8, 10 is another set of Pythagorean triplets. 5, 12 and 13 the third set of Pythagorean triplets. Now you can write many number of Pythagorean triplets if you consider the general or standard form of the Pythagorean triplet, that is 2n, n square minus 1, n square plus 1, where n is a natural number. You can replace n by any number, any natural number. Then if you find the values of 2n, n square minus 1 and n square plus 1, you will be going to get three numbers, and those three numbers will definitely be a Pythagorean triplets. This is what we got Pythagorean triplets from the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now let us find few sets of Pythagorean triplets by making use of the standard or general form of Pythagorean triplet, that is 2n, n square minus 1, n square plus 1. Examples: write the sets of Pythagorean triplets for the following numbers. Example number 1, 4. Number 2, the number is 5. In example 3, the number is 6. In example 4, the number is 7. In example 5, the number is 9. And in example 6, the number is 12. Now let us solve 2-3 examples here. Remaining examples you practice at home. Now example number 1, n is equal to 4. Now find 2n. The value of 2n is equal to 2 into bracket 4 is equal to 8. Okay. Now second, n square minus 1. Let us find the value of n square minus 1. n is 4. 4 square minus 1 is equal to 16 minus 1 is equal to 15. Okay. Now lastly, find the value of n square plus 1. n is again 4. 4 square plus 1. So this is equal to 16 plus 1 is equal to 17. So 8, 15 and 17 are the three numbers what we got here by making use of 2n, n square minus 1 and n square plus 1, and this set of these three numbers itself is called Pythagorean triplet. Therefore, Pythagorean triplet is equal to 8, 15, 17. If you want to verify, you can verify your answers by taking 17 square, 8 square and 15 square, and you add 8 square in 15 square, and you will definitely be getting the value of what the square of 17 is. So this shows 8, 15 and 17 are the one set of Pythagorean triplet. Now let us solve second example number 2. n is equal to 5u. Alright, so find 2n. 2 into 5u is equal to 10. Alright, find n square minus 1 is equal to 5u square minus 1. 25u minus 1 is equal to 24. Alright, now find n square plus 1 is equal to 5u square plus 1 is equal to 25u plus 1 is equal to 26. Therefore, Pythagorean triplets will be 10, 24, 26. 26 square is always equal to the sum of 10's square and 24's square. Okay, now third one example, that is n is equal to 6. So 2n is equal to 2 into 6 is equal to 12. Alright, then n square minus 1 is equal to 6 square minus 1. 36 minus 1 is equal to 35. And lastly, n square plus 1, that is 6 square plus 1 is equal to 36 plus 1 is equal to 37. Therefore, Pythagorean triplets is equal to 12, 35, 37. So this is another set of Pythagorean triplets. So in this way, by making use of that standard or general form 2n, n square minus 1, n square plus 1, where n is a natural number, we can form many sets of Pythagorean triplets. Thank you.